Good afternoon. The Monday again. Jeepers, it seems even less than the time before. And hopefully everybody's okay. So I thought, in reverting back to when I first did this, and I asked what a lot of people thought was a silly question. But then it showed just how we can do readings on them. And I'm Sheila Dougall and I'm a working medium. The wifey Scotland. And so today's question is, hello Nancy, welcome. What's your favourite crisps? We'll go back and answer that question again this time, just to show the difference and see how spirit work, okay? Hello, Marijana. And so the question today is, what's your favourite crisps? I've done this before. We've done it with what's your favourite crisps, what's your favourite biscuits, what's your favourite films, what's your favourite songs. And it's just, I just love the way that you can get messages out of every single thing. And it's a fun way of doing things, and it's a light way of doing things, and it's not all sort of like doom and gloom sort of thing, you know. So just as we're waiting for the people to come on and see if Nancy and Marijana puts up their favourite buckets of crisps, and then we'll get cracking. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I will just pick a random card and just get going. And welcome, Roy. Yes, I keep forgetting about the different names in different places. Yes. And excuse the wild woman of Borneo here. I got soaked. Hello, Chrissy. I'm fine. This is just a waste day, as I put it, because the body says you've battered and bruised me all weekend, so you sit and do nothing. So this is, I'm just sitting here looking at everything that needs to be done, but it's just a case of, nope, got to listen to the body. So try and catch up in jobs tomorrow. Thank you, Chrissy. So we've gone back to that age-old question when I first started. It's, oh no, sorry, it's back on again. We got a little bit of blue sky for about half an hour. And yeah, but it frustrates me, Chrissy. It really frustrates me. Because I just see things needing done and I never get it done, you know? So it kind of like gets to me. But unfortunately, I've had to learn to do it because it's just the condition. Hey ho. So the question today was what it was when I first started doing these lives. What's your favourite crisps or chips? Sorry, so sorry, Charmaine. And so it's okay. And we'll get you'll see how it works in a few minutes. But if you don't want to mention your favourite crisps, that's fine, because I'll just pick a random card, because Spirit will know which card you're needing today. So it's a random choice or your favourite crisps, chips, okay? And we've got Nancy's put in her one, and I'm just checking to see if anybody else has put in theirs. Yeah, it was raining all day yesterday, so it was a bit miserable. So the hall that we were in, we didn't have anybody come in. Well, I don't know, Chrissy, that would be interesting. If you put the flavour. Why not? I'm up for a challenge. It's not a thing I eat, but that doesn't deter from it. Oh, goodness me, Nancy, take it. Take it. I'm sending. Okay, we've had too much of it lately. Too much. Too much. So, Nancy, you've got salt and vinegar. So, would you understand just now that life is Nancy? Wait till I get you, Shearman. You would understand that life has been a little bit the. Sorry, I was just writing that down. You would understand that life's been a bit nippy in and around you just lately, and a lot of times, why, going out in a car, and then you've got sort of like every single light you get stopped at, and it's like, oh, for goodness sakes, and just like that, it just seems that the salt and vinegar feels that life's against you just now, Nancy, and you're trying to sort of like find solutions and keep the good head on for changes, can I say. Salt and vinegar also comes in with the salt is usually the salt can be good, but it can be bad as well. Okay, and sometimes the body needs a little bit salt just to function, and but it's got that funny kind of taste, and it can nip the tongue. So you're biting your lips at this moment, Nancy, and trying to keep communication to a low, if you can understand that, Nancy. It's also with the vinegar. The vinegar can be sharp shocks as well. So would you understand that you've had unexpected things land on your doorstep? Like letters, people coming in and telling you bad news and things. And it's trying to, the ones that's important to you, trying to sort out, but the ones that you're hearing for other people who you're involved with and care for, it's trying to help that way and give support. And the vinegar just gives that little bit of a sourness in and around. But on the upside, when you have the salt and vinegar, and you've got the vinegar brings you alive, because it's a bit of a shock to the system. And it's showing you that way forward, if you can take it that way. And it's awakening the senses. So you would understand in and around you, Nancy, that there's been experiences and there's been sort of like thoughts and awakening and an understanding with spirit. Because I feel like it's more like the salt and vinegar coming in for you to give you the choices. So you've got some choices to sort of like weigh up and balance and sort out, if you can understand that, Nancy. Pardon me. That's my coffee speaking back. But I want to say that the vinegar keeps that sharpness and awareness to keep all the senses alive and available for. I want to give you at least one strong decision that you're having to deal with right this minute in life. And it's the balance between which way you choose for the good step forward. Okay? Because there's a lot riding on it. And it's just coming in and bringing in that movement for you. I want to say progression. So take note of sharpness. But someone is also sharp in and around you and can be a little bit sarcastic, can I say? And well done for your patience and well done for holding back on communication. Send that bubble of pink. This is just time and energy. Bubble of pink is going to their soul, and you'll confuse them by not reacting, okay? Because a lot of these people like reactions. So keep going the way you're doing and keep taking the step back and try and block the ears, okay? And I hope that was okay. And I want to say that you've got big cuddles coming. Don't worry, your time will come. So this is progression from the vinegar. And once you get affairs sorted, and once you get things tickety-boo and chunking along, you will find satisfaction and you will find happiness. Okay? So I hope that made sense, Nancy Shearman, and thank you for working with me. And I'm just having a quick look back. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Well, maybe 3 seconds. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okie dokie then. So the question today is the ones that, yeah, but you see the confusion when you do it on humans. You see that confusion because if you keep sending that bubble of pink going to their soul, because it's the soul that's not the problem, it's the human side. And when we send the bubble of pink love to the soul, you can see sort of like changes within their face. It may take a few days and it may take a couple of weeks, but then you see the confusion coming in, and it does work. Does work. Bless you, Nancy. And have faith in yourself with your decision, okay? Marijana, we've got this one for you. So I want to say I'm bringing in healing. I'm bringing in talking to spirit, shouting, asking for help, asking for guidance. And I want to say you've got solutions, okay? So when the solutions comes in, you've got an awful lot going through your mind just now as well, and you're trying to keep the family together, you're trying to keep things organized, and you're trying to keep trundling forward. You've also got 5, and 5 is changes coming into your life whether you want it or not. And but a lot of times, sometimes change is as good as a rest, and change can also be better. Sometimes it can be a little bit worse. But the fruition that's in here, sowing all the seeds and bringing in, I want to say that this has been ongoing since start of spring anyway, in and around you. You've got fire at the side. Now fire is cleansing, so you need to get rid of some stuff within. And but you've got the beautiful greenery in there, and it's so lush that this is sowing your seeds and evolving and being all you can be. It's putting things to the past, it's sorting out the future, and it's walking tall and progressing to what you want out of life. I want to take you by water, and I want to take you walking by water. Sometimes you like it tranquil, sometimes you like hearing the little babbling brooks. And but I want to say that would you understand, Marijana, that seaside isn't too much, but once in a blue moon? But I also want to say that you've still got bridges to build, or someone needs to finish completing the bridge for you, so you would understand conflict, can I say, because there's very dark blues in there, and that's dead communication. And it's usually communication that people's not listening to because they've had enough, they've heard it, blah, 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 and you don't get any step forwards. So but the bridge is almost complete, so it's just taken in a couple more stones, okay? Sky's blue, gateway to heaven. You're always sending that thoughts up to loved ones, but you know that they are near, and you know that they're never far away. I'm giving you a little fire pit there, so I want to say I'm bringing in camping or the outdoors for you, Marijana, and that's where cobwebs go away, okay? And self-control and patience and forgive and forgiving and healing energy. So a wonderful progression card. Wonderful progression. And thank you for working with me. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. Re Charmaine, are you still with us? Right, just having another quickie lookie. Ree, that question, you've practically answered it yourself. Are you meaning how can you get to open up to converse with spirit or be with spirit? Or are you meaning how can you get to open up a spirit link through someone? Because believe it or not, everybody has the abilities, but it's up to the individual if they wish to pursue it. We've all got that spark within us. And I always say, check out a reputable group, mediums, to bring it forward. They teach you how to open, how to close. They teach you how to connect to spirit. And they also teach you how to progress. Okay? And ones that's got good code of conduct of how to put things across, by all means, but there is an awful lot of cons out there, so please be careful. If you've got a local spiritual church, they normally host development circles, but there is a lot of really good mediums on here that have got circles up and running, okay? And it's just a case of doing your research and seeing what you feel comfortable with if you wish to pursue it, Ree. And but I want to say that the card you've got is the Star. Now this is bringing in spirit, it's bringing in communication, it's bringing in the world's your oyster, and it's bringing in your dreams. Giving you Aquarius, I'm taking in Pisces. I also want to give you connections to March. I want to give you connections to September. I want to give you the green moss, which shows that things are stagnant in and around you just now, and you're all trying to move forward, if you can understand it that way, Ree. And I want to say that it's the water's cleansing as well. Sometimes it's a sign to drink more water, because a lot of us can sit and have cups and cups and cups and cups and cups of teas and coffees and whatnot, and water helps to flush the system. Believe in yourself, and you're coming to the end of a difficult situation, but I feel that this is to do with family link and family connections. Okay, now you've got 8 banging your head against a brick wall, so you seem to be stuck in a dwalm here. But I want to say that the healing coming in is coming in for your family, and I know that there's a chunk missing out of all of your hearts, and you would understand a lady who was very, very strong here on the earth plane, very much family orientated, and by gum, she'd a bite. And but she was firm but fair. And would you understand this as on the grandmother link? Because I want to say, I don't feel overly tall with this lady, and I just feel normal build, normal build. But would you understand that this lady is lost weight before she passed? And I want to say, I feel illness for this lady. I'm feeling lots of areas that's hurting. So it wasn't just sort of like one thing with this lady, Ree. And but I want to say that very much a support within the family, but sometimes it depended on how she was feeling, that it could be difficult, but very much supportive and very much trying to get the best out of family, can I say. And would you understand with your dad just now that things is stagnant with him? It's not like totally given up, but he seems to have pulled back quite a bit, because she's kind of like pushing them with her hands. And not a big belief in spirit, but would you understand a dram? Because I just feel spirit in a glass, right? And but with your dad, I want to say that there wasn't, you would understand, well, I hope you do, that there wasn't a lot of talk about passing over for your gran. And it's not something, I don't feel it's something that's talked about a lot, Ree, if you can understand that. Because I just kind of feel that she's coming in to give the support to you and your family as well, but to also push your dad back on track. Because it just feels that it's been one thing after another, and he's tired. He's tired. And he's kind of like trying to pick up pieces and get moving on, if you can understand that, sorry. Charmaine, even. And because I want to say that she just seems to be there with the strength, because she's quite a powerful woman when she was here on the earth plane. But there is quite a few photographs of yous all together. And she liked to keep herself tidy, can I say. And lots of pinks coming in for you. So there's a lot of love coming in, and TLC, because I feel that you just want this great big hug, but you've given your dad a hug to say that everything's going to be okay. But it's just trying to prove it to him, and it's trying to prove to him that everything is fine. I want to say that I'm back walking, I'm music, I'm dancing, and doing everything that she was unable to do here on the earth plane at the end, you know. And she's very much in and around. I won't tell you signs and symptoms, because I won't tell you signs, because you tend to miss them, and then spirit don't get a chance to go, woohoo, we're here, you know. And it's not in the fact of just popping up in front of you or scaring you. That doesn't happen. If you're lucky enough to see spirit, that's fine, but usually they won't come in if it's going to scare you, okay? And but I just feel there's a strong presence in and around you, Ree. Yes, it does help positively good, because it just shows that they're coming in. No, it's okay. As I say in demonstrations, if a spirit appears in front of me, I just like working with the energies. There's only a couple of times out of my years that I've seen spirit, but I prefer to just feel the energies. And but I just feel that she's coming in with a lot of support for your dad, because things hasn't been easy, can I say? And she's giving you support as well, but she's picking up on your self-belief. So you've been doing a lot of doubting yourself as well, Ree, if you can understand it that way. And but it's to try and get your dad back into the way that he was, back into taking note and accepting life and would you understand, he's getting a lot of healing as well, because he's got health issues. But he's also getting healing because he's done quite a lot of grieving, can I say? Because I don't feel it's just mum. I feel there's quite a few things that he's been grieving on, if you can take it that way, Ree. And it's just trying to get over this hurdle, to get back onto the pathway and carry on. And but she is trying to help. She's really trying to help. And because there's more closeness to grandmother than what there would have been with granddad, because I feel that your dad was more associated with his mum rather than with his father, if you can take it that way. And she is listening, and she is watching. And would you understand that looking after himself as well? I feel frustration. No one can sort of like say anything about grief, because grief is different for everyone. It can be okay in a couple of months, it could be okay in a year, it can be okay in a couple of years. Everybody goes through their own stage of grief. Excuse me. And it's just the help and the support. But the biggest thing is anger, and the biggest thing is facing things. And it's time and patience. And I wish you all the best, Bree. And I hope that the step forward is yes, that's what I was saying just now with the anger. And it's him facing up to things. So there's situations there that have been left not finished. So this is also another reason why someone gets angry, gets frustrated, deteriorates and things. Grief is it's when I say a funny thing, I don't mean ha ha ha. I mean it's a serious thing. Okay? You would understand about my length of hair, take off like half an inch, and like curls, neat, tidy curls, again, and very, very, very like a bit like my colour, salt and pepper, and but coming in with a lot of. She is trying to help, and she's trying to help when he tries to sleep, because sleep eludes him as well, can I say? And it's just, but you're doing right with trying to get support. But remember, in this day and age, your dad's got to be ready to accept help. Okay, it's really a difficult situation. I shall put him on my healing list, as with yourself and your mum, and help that way as well. Okay, and I wish you all the best, Ree. And I hope that things pick up. Right, so, and thank you for working with me. Oh, right, so we've got Amanda, Jennifer, Richie, hello, Helen. I'm just catching everybody that I've missed, so sorry that Anne-Marie, Trish, Paya, if I've said it right. I hope I've pronounced your when I felt from the lady that there's a bit of grieving going on in there, this is like life issues, loss, himself, and trying to next step forward. It doesn't have to just be grieving over people past, okay? And but he's had his fair share of grief that way as well. And because when you're in that situation, it's you're going into the psychology side, which I'm not genned up on, so I will say that. And but when you go into that psychology side, she is trying to help you. And grief can be anything. Grief can also be that the losses as well. Grief can come in if you've lost a job that you've had for many years, and then suddenly you're without it. And then it's, what am I going to do? This is the only trade I know. grief can come in there as well. Grief just doesn't have to be the loss of a person. Grief comes in for many, many reasons. And that is why she said that he's grieving over many things. Okay? And yes, he'll be feeling isolated, Ree. And but I can't go into psychological things and that because it's not my jurisdiction. But I wish you all the best. And please keep seeking help for him. Try and keep him uplifted and be gentle on reactions. And that's all we can do. That's all you can do. And be there for him. And okay? Okay, and thank you for working with me. I can't spend all afternoon with you, but hopefully that has helped. Okay? That can be a horrible thing as well. Because your gran mentioned anger as well. And yes. Yes. Because you all need to, quite right, Jennifer, they all need to sort of like try and process all this to move forward. Okay. Because I'm kind of like, it's out of my comfort zone and it's out of my capabilities. And I can only say what I've just said. But you're doing the right thing by trying to get help for him, okay? And your gran is certainly trying to help him as well. Because she wouldn't like this person that he's become. Although I do feel that he was kind of challenging as when he was younger as well. But I'm not in a bad way. I'm meaning in a typical boy way, you know. And but I hope things works out for you and your dad, and you've got all the healing coming as well. And I'll get that was a wee bit back ago, Ree, and all you can do is just be there for him. Try and be gentle on his outbursts and not react, okay? Because it's, I can't go any further down that line because it's out of my profession. Not my profession, but it's out of my, I'm not qualified, if you know what I mean. And, but please keep seeking the help. And please keep trying to get the help. There's lots of organizations out there, and there's lots of organizations that doesn't take heaps and heaps and heaps of money, you know, so there is lots of ways to go. There's also lots of things that he could get involved in just to give him somewhere to talk, especially like the if you're in Britain, we've got like the men's shed, and that's where a lot of men go together and they'll sit and they'll open up and they'll talk, friends, they'll go out and do things in the community, just keeps them busy, keeps the mind active, takes the brain off of things. And there's lots of situations like that that can come into his space. And please don't think my bad, Ree, but that's where I need to end this because you're going into a grey area for me. Okay? They are, Jennifer. They are. They are. And you know the professions are very slow, aren't they? And but take all of our love and all of our backing and for your step forward. But know that you're not on your own. Wonderful. 2 seconds and I'll get switched off. Oh, look, scammers. There we go. Fed up with these scamming calls. You get loads of them in a day. So, but remember, you're not alone. That is the biggest thing. Remember that you are not alone. So, Chrissy, you said popcorn. Now, when I hear popcorn, I keep thinking on tito, 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 tito. You know the song Popcorn, which brings in a little bit of a upliftment and lighten mood, and it's a happy tune. So, would you understand, Chrissy, that in and around you, that things is a bit more content just now? It's not as heavy as what it used to be. I feel like you've moved forward. In your popcorn, you've got sweet and salty. So there's still a bit of sweet and sour there, okay? But understanding. So being able to sort of like move forward. I want to bring in that the nursery rhyme. Pop goes the weasel. And because it's bringing in just that silliness, can I say? The silliness. So it's taken you out of the serious into light-hearted, can I say? And I kind of feel that this is how it's progressing for you. And the sorry, I'm just trying to get this back to the top so that I can see what everybody's saying and if anybody new's come in. And I want to say that for you, would you understand that looking on the optimistic side of things, looking for the better in everything and looking for the better outcomes rather than sort of like, you know, like when you get in with sort of like red letters and things and it's, how do I deal with this sort of thing? And, but it just shows progression for you, Chrissy. And I feel that you're not where you was a few months ago. I'm still hearing that song, the popcorn song. And so maybe YouTube it and just listen to it because it's quite uplifting and it's quite happy, can I say? Happy. And I want to say that it's showing changes in and around you, if you can take it that way. It's showing big shifts in and around you because dark times have passed. They're not quite out of the woods. Oops. You're not, oh, dearie me. One day I'll get my fingers to work with these things. You're not quite out of the woods yet, but by gum, look how far you have come to just that little wee section on the side, and look how it's opening up. There's snow up there. Snow's cleansing. Frost kills a lot of bugs. So it's progression. You've got a rocky pathway there, but it's a lot more smoother than what it has been that you've been walking on. Communications died down. You've got new growth there. You've got growth that is on its way out, but you've got new growth coming here. So there's new pathways coming for you and new opportunities, can I say, Chrissy? And oh, wonderful. I haven't heard that for many, many years, and it just sort of like just came in when mentioned the word popcorn. Keep moving, okay, because that's your progression. And dark times is passing. So you're moving forward into good times and you're moving forward into changes as well. So really, really positive. So your popcorn is giving you a positive message. Okay. Salt's also cleansing. So would you understand issues in the gums and the teeth? Because I feel that I'm using a salt rinse, you know? Yeah, if you've seen, you're nearly at the top. You're nearly at the top. You're nae back down at the bottom. So you've done very well to reach where you are, Chrissy. Okay? And keep going. Keep going. Keep the faith. Keep believing in yourself and keep moving forward. And I feel uplifted just hearing that little bit of the song. Yes, I know, Jennifer. It's in my noun as well. It's a bit like the Muppets. Minna minna. Boo, 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 boo. So now that's in everybody's head as well. And yes, so it is a lovely, lovely, lovely song. And so thank you for working with me. Can I have the other Nancy? Ah, so that's why you've got the salt to cleanse the gums, to help any tears and scratches. Spot on. Thank you very much. And we all take stuff that causes us ill, doesn't it? But because we love it, we still take it. And but then it's a treat, isn't it? Nancy, is it Barv? I cannot read my writing, so I do apologise. Nancy Barveza, is it? Nancy Barveza? That's it. Barbuza. I am so sorry. I can't read my writing. And so, card I have for you is new beginnings, moving forward, changes, choices, and decisions to be made in and around you. You've got that belief in spirit, you know that something is there, you know that we move forward. There's been conversations with you, and I want to say that, Sound of Music, when there's that family connection, but also that climb every mountain. And by gum, you've climbed quite a few, that now you're coming into the fruition side of it, and things is filtering off to the past and you're moving forward. The grass is greener on the other side, can I say, and the sky is blue. No storm clouds. The mountains are beautiful with green growth and moving forward. And but the outdoors and the nature just to cleanse and good feelings. I want to take you by a lake or a loch and walking around it, and good for the soul. But would you understand where you need to do some forgiving? Because I feel that with this here, that needing to forgive, I've got a very, very itchy nose. So would you understand that there's been arguments in and around you? Because itchy noses is like scuffling for a fight, and but sort of like been arguments in and around you that's caused quite a few ripples, can I say? And but the new beginnings also comes in with the changes, the choices, decisions, and starting a new life. So you found yourself now, and you're able to step forward, if I can put it that way. Very uplifting card for you in finding your purpose. Would you understand, why am I here? What am I here for? What should I be doing? It's in here. It's in your gut. But you're finding purpose now. And reviews of the past, get your head out of the past. Because a lot of times things in the past don't pave the way for future unless you're learning life lessons. But a very, very positive card, Nancy. And I hope that you got something out of that. Thank you very much. Mandy Shand, are you still with us? I have to give you the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Would you understand that there's a situation in and around you, Mandy Shand, where you need to get all the information you can? Dotting the I's, stroking the T's, and making sure it is all 100%. Attention to detail is what I feel for you. And the Hierophant is giving you that permission to be a bit like a judge, permission to ask questions, and permission to get as much information as you can out of situations. But look at the colours he's coming in with, uplifting colours. It's quite normal communication, good with the tongue, good with people. Yellow for peace. There's a red arch around him, so there's been quite a bit of sort of like, would you understand, rocking the boat in and around you. but would you understand blood issues? I feel that there's a condition, if it's not for yourself, in and around you to do with bloods and regular sort of like blood checks is what I feel. You've also got the 5 showing change coming into your life, and but once you get everything settled, you get the full great big picture of it, then that's where changes can be made. You've got the moon, so we've got an interest in the elements. We've also got the peace coming in, but a little bit more work to be done. When they say getting everything that you can out of it and getting all that, it can also be for learning as well, for progressing on courses and things. Never be afraid to ask a question if there's something that you don't understand. I just felt I just had to hand that in, okay? And thank you for working with me, and I hope it made sense. Amanda, are you still with us? Because Amanda, wow, you've got the High Priestess. Would you understand that you get walked over? Because I feel that you need to stand up and be counted, if I can put it that way. But it's time to use your intuition. It's been niggling away at you for years, and a lot of times you don't listen to it, but it's time to use your intuition. Again, you've got choices and decisions to make, Amanda, and lots and lots and lots of communication for the way forward. I'm giving you water for cleansing, so there's a bit of cleanse going on, and a lot of tears, can I say, but if not for yourself, in and around. They're bringing in the pillars, the brown pillars, to give you grounding and support. And you've got quite a lot of stairs going up, but you're not at the bottom and you're not at the top. So you're basically like halfway. So the scales of balance is starting to come to you, if I can put it that way. And trust your intuition and trust what you're feeling from around, because you've got quite a good pickup on psychic and you've got quite a good insight, and reflection and meditation and feeds you with information, can I say. So remember and keep a notebook and pen beside you so that you can write it down. And be at peace with yourself. Stop beating yourself up and stop. Believe in yourself and stop beating yourself up for little things, okay? And be all you can be, but be at one with spirit and your intuition. Jennifer, I haven't written down second names again. And so I'm afraid that now you've got the 9 of Swords, Jennifer. So you're coming to progression, to completion. So I want to say the swords are being stacked. So situations in and around you that have rocked the boat, can I say, caused upset. And with the owl there, lessons have been learnt. They're being stacked and put away. Okay? 9 is progression. So your progression to completion. So would you understand peace has come your way, Jennifer? And there's not so much aggro in and around. And I want to say that you would understand if I came to a member of the family. Owl comes in for, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And the owl comes in with wisdom. But I also feel as well that when the owl comes in with wisdom and the owl is sitting there looking, you would understand that you've seen people past in dream state, because I feel that there's a connection there. Because when they see them in dream state, we're on that right vibrations, and be it just a few moments. Lots of blues coming in for calming, clear skies, so you would understand that you're over the worst of it. And I'm not talking about grief for that. I'm just meaning that it's easing. It's easing. And this is to do with what's left, if you can take it that way, Jennifer. Sleep is still eluding, by the way, and it's trying to get a decent night's sleep and bringing in that burgundy colour for you, for that just comfort, just comfort. Now, the owl sitting there, I actually see a gentleman's face there. So would you understand that your dad had a lot of wisdom and would constantly be sort of like telling you of things and stories and bits of history, because I just feel very wise around this gentleman. Yes, finalising the estate. You've moved, progressed quite a good bit. And thank you for that. And yes, because I just feel so much knowledge. And I feel that if he wasn't teaching or a lecturer, he should have been with the stuff that was in his head, can I say. Sometimes he was a little bit too serious, but there was times when he let the inner child out. And you would understand why I'm being drawn to Dad more than Mum. So you would understand that you were more approaching Dad than approaching Mum, if I can put it that way. And but you know yourself, they're both together. And but would you understand where things is kind of like it wasn't 100% easy, but it was there, if you know what I mean. Keep sending up that thoughts, because very much close. Yes. And yes, he would advise anybody. He's a people person and he liked talking to people, is how I feel. And but he was very much a family man as well. And because I just get when I get the chicken wings coming in like this, he's gathering family together. Okay, so you would understand it's a bit strange just now, but he's gathering the family together, so there will be coming together. Okay, and but relish in the peace, relish in the peace. And he'd high expectations. That was his problem. He had high expectations of people. And but please take their love and know that they're not far. And relish that progression. It's going to be concrete off the shoulders, and you'll be able to step forward. And thank you for working with me, Jennifer. Yes, I know it's strange. It's adjusting as well. Absolutely adjusting. And it's you suddenly seem to be stuck in the job that they should be doing, if you know what I mean. And it's a weird feeling, a weird feeling. And it's just sort of like getting that progression forward. But they're helping with support. They're helping with support. But listen to your gut as well and believe in yourself, because you've been doubting yourself too much lately as well. And you've got the wiseness and you've got the intuition to see it through. But don't take no flack off of anybody, because you would understand why I'm feeling this around you. You know, stand your ground, be strong, and thank you for working with me. Helen, are you still with us? Not everything is all black and white. Not everything is all black and white, Helen. And there's doubts in and around you as well. But would you understand? Time to take the leap of faith. The card here is he falling? Does he have a parachute? Lots and lots and lots of questions. But it's like symbolizes the Fool card, which is believing in yourself and taking that leap of faith. There's more that you want out of life, but you're being stopped, if you can understand it that way. And it's like trying to take your all the abilities and taking all that support that you've got and stepping it forward, because there's been changes in and around you that you haven't liked, and it's that step forward into life that you can be content with, if I can put it that way. Too busy pleasing everybody else rather than thinking on self, if you can take it that way, Helen. But it's time for you to bring your ideas into fruition and to live life for you as well, because you can have a balance. But the leap of faith is the most important. Believe in yourself to take you out of the humdrum and to give you something interesting on a daily basis rather than the same old, same old, same old, same routine, same thing, day and out. You know, like the Truman Show, where at the end you saw more. It wasn't just stuck where they were. And it's just taken you out of the changes for you. It's time for you. Doesn't mean cut yourself off and everything. You can still evolve while being in a family unit. You can still be there. But start delegating, please. There's not just I in family. Team. Delegate. I just heard big enough to do things for themselves. Okay? And I wish you well. Yes, I know that you get forgotten about. So that's why the card says leap of faith and things for you. It's time for you. Hi, I'm Helen. I'm standing up to be counted. And I'm doing what I enjoy. Okay? You're going to have to, you can do the washing. You can do the dishes. Stuff will be prepped. You can turn on the cooker instead of always being left to you, so that you can have some freedom to do what you need to do, if you can take it that way. And because they just want, live your life, and you can still live your life even though you are in the family unit. And thank you for working with me. Okay, it's a powerful card. A powerful card. It is so simple, but it's a powerful card. And I wish you all the best. Anne-Marie, I have to give you the Ace of Swords. Ace is coming in with new viewpoints. So there's situations in and around you where you need to come outside the box and look in a different angle. But so does everyone else, if you can take it that way, Anne-Marie. Lots of blues in there. So if you're not working with the voice, communication's quite good on your behalf, but there's also communication that stirs the pot, because you've got a bit of storm cloud here, but you've also got slightly darker communication, showing sort of like deadwood. But you would understand why I'm bringing in would you understand prostate cancer, Anne-Marie? Helen, you need to delegate as well, thank you. Deary me. But I understand the situation as well, because it's like that here as well. And I've got two sticks to balance on. But Anne-Marie, because I just felt that, you know, the blue cancer ribbon, I was just seeing the little man pin, and that's usually prostate cancer. But whatever the blue one represents, I just felt cancer coming in. And because I want to say that you've put out thoughts lately. Would you understand an anniversary coming up? An anniversary coming up. Swords also comes in with always in my mind, thoughts, changes that you could have done, what ifs. Time to release, honey bun. Time to release. You don't need it. And because I just feel that there's a memory due. There's a memory due. As you can see, the chains are broken. So this is giving you a little bit more freedom as well. You're not so tied as what you used to be. Although at times you feel as if, which way do I turn? Which way do I turn? And because I just feel that this is coming in with upliftment and coming in with calm more than communication. But you do have the gift of communication. Storm clouds is clearing on one side, so there's progression for you as well. So moving forward, okay? But positive, positive, positive. And will you stop over worrying, please? Just got stop over worrying. There's a situation in and around you that is constantly going on in. Even at sleep. Stop over worrying. Okay, because you're adding fuel to the fire. Not physically, but mentally, because you're making it bigger than what it seems. If you can understand that, Anne Marie. And thank you for working with me. Pia, if I'm saying that right. Apologies. Hello, Patrick. You've been awfully quiet lately. So if I've got Michelle, are you still with us? Or have you all gone to the village? I know you're still here, Maya. You're not far down. You're not far down. So Michelle, have I bored you? Pia, I think. Pia. Dawn, are you still with us? Yes, you're here. Someone's speaking to me. Wow. Mystery, wonderment, healing, spirit, energy, grounding, wonderment of the universe, astrology, questions, questions, questions. If you can understand all that, Dawn. That's just what came flooding in. There's lots of pinks coming in there now as well, so you're needing just a little bit of TLC and a great big posy and say everything's going to be all right, okay? And would you understand that at times you feel you've been dealt not an easy path, can I say? And you often wonder why your life's the way it is. Because it just seems to be that it just feels that there's discontentment with the pathway that you're on and the life that you are living. And why? We can't really figure out the why. There is, if you go into all the logistics of it, yes, you can go right back to pre-birth and get that organized there. And again, that's just out of my expertise. And but unfortunately, a lot of times we've just got to, as my mother would always say, live with the cards that you're dealt with. Not always the case, because a lot of the cards we can redeal, and change our destiny. But a lot of times we've just got to flow with it. It's like, this is your bed, lie in it, you know? But you've got so much wonder and so much inquisitiveness, and there's a lot out there that you want to see. So it's in your hands. It's like taking the leap of faith. It's like changing viewpoints, grasping life, because it's just not all that it is. We can enhance it, we can change it, and we can quite happily chuggle along with bringing ourselves into being alive. Being alive. I'm just hearing that Saturday Night Fever for you. You know that one? Staying alive, staying alive. And we don't need to just exist, although it's the cards that we've been dealt with. Because, as I said, we can make that changes. And so it's how you deal with things. Okay? Darkness is all down at the bottom. So progression is coming in. And you would understand things is a little bit more lighter for you now. There's still that cloak in and around, but there's movement forward, if I can put it that way. Oh, right, thank you. I'm not sure if I liked that film, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if I liked that song, but it's uplifting and it gets you moving, and movement is important for you, Dawn. Okay? And just bringing that in for you. And I hope it made sense, because it's a little bit not making a lot of sense for me, but I've just got to give how I get the interpretations. And but be kind to yourself, okay? Be kind. And thank you for working with me. Mina. I do apologise if I get names wrong. And this will be the last one, I'm afraid, because we've kind of run short. You've got 5 of Raphael. 5, I want to say, changes coming into your life, whether you like it or not. And I want to say that you would understand you fight a lot of changes, but sometimes changes is destiny. Lots of greens in there for go. So new beginnings, new starts, new life. So bringing in changes there. And I want to say Raphael, healing. You've got a lot in here that you're needing help with. Send it to Raphael or Michael and ask them for help. You would understand supporting someone in and around you with ill, and I want to say that we've got that age-old saying, everything happens for a reason. Okay? Sometimes it's unfair, and sometimes we've just got to go with it. Release regret, because it doesn't do any good. Get rid of the what ifs and get rid of the regrets, and look for opportunities, because this is like a card of abundance. You've got presents there, you've got gold there, gold shining through, and the green for new beginnings and go. Search for the silver lining. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean all monetary, it's happiness. Okay? And you've got the smart intuition within you, and you've got a good eye as well. So focus on progression and focus on you. So I hope that made sense, Mina, and thank you for working with me. I've just noticed the time. Apologies if I haven't got through to quite a lot of you today, and but I hope that those that didn't get messages was able to understand some of the other ones, because sometimes you can find other people's messages as, oh, that's me, you know. Thank you to Stacey again for holding the platform, and Veronica for having these groups. And 5 o'clock, please support Lainey, who will be working with the crystal animals. Okay, she's coming on at 5. Thank you, Mina. I'm sorry if I get the names wrong. And thank you. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for supporting because it means a lot. And till next Monday,